What a weird sound that is. Listen to that thing. Listen. Sounds like an alien spacecraft. Wow. I really like the keyless entry of this car. You just walk up and open it as long as the key is in your pocket. Grab the handle and it opens for you. Same with the start, no wait, and just press it. They have to do an inspection on it anytime you buy a car from out of state. They have to either have a police officer do an inspection, you bring a form, or you bring it to the DMV, and they do it right here. So I figured it'd be much quicker doing it this way. Registration done, tag transferred, tax paid. Obviously at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's the time to drive, which is one of the reasons I like Cars and Coffee so much, is obviously less traffic and it's a little bit cooler. People have asked about changing this lock. The lock is removable right there with one screw. You see the one hole. This is the one he supplied. So to basically re-key it, you're just going to change this whole lock assembly. That way the key fits this as well as everything else on the car. This is what the hoop looks like under the plastics. When you're looking at your S2000, when you see these, that is kind of integrated into there. So the problem is with these, they are bonded from the factory. They look like they would snap together, and honestly everybody has their own way of trying to glue these things, and it seems like no glue ever works. And it really sucks because once these things are separated, you know, everybody has a way of trying to cover it up. They, you know, we've even seen people tape them with electrical tape and zip ties, but it sucks. Once they're done, they're done. If anybody knows an actual way to, I'm not going to rule it out. If you know a proper way to bond it, let us know, because we've seen and tried a lot of different things, and these clips here look like they would be reusable, but they are not. More H22 pulleys come in. The high boost kits come in. These are £3 increase on your H22 Jackson kit. So we got the small pulley, the second small pulley, the hub, and now the 2 pulley boost options.
So that is the new center console. Those are the new roll hoops. They're still together. Everything in here was wiped down. The rear tray is a little marked up, but it's nice and clean now. It was a little dirty. So everything nice, clean, put back together. Even wiped the windshield off, which no one likes cleaning glass, but I did it anyways. I found that toothbrush in the back. Might as well save it for him in case he needs it again.
So if you want to look like Karate Kid, or you just work on cars, this is something we sell in the store, and we sell a lot of them. They're fantastic. Use them every single day in the shop. And I always like to share stuff that we use. We've had the coil clips for a while, which has been fantastic. We use them in the shop almost every day, and we sell a lot of these in the store. They're a direct replacement. You take your broken ones off, clip these on. We even include a little tool to put them on. And then just recently we found the cam sensor plugs, which is another problem that we're seeing. So we have the cam sensor plugs, and by the time you see this video, we'll have the injector plugs too. And again, these are the nice ones. They've got a little seal in there. You clip your wires in, you clip the retainer in, and you use your stock wires and pins. It couldn't be easier. This Corvette reminds me of the S2000 a lot. Obviously, similarities, especially when you see the color. It's red with a black top, but just the whole roadster look, even though it's not a convertible, it's got a very similar look. And when you drive them both, there's very familiar feeling to this. I was never an American car guy. I've always been a Japanese car guy, but this is something that's like the closest thing to that. Obviously a lot more power, a lot more brakes, it's wider, but it feels like the next progression. If you're an S2000 guy, there's a few of my followers reached out and said, hey, I bought a Corvette after driving one after you talked about it, and I really like it. We're getting ready for the show. That is gonna be there. Esther's gonna drive that. I'll be driving this. I'm gonna have a friend drive the truck. There is the restaurant right there. This is where you're gonna pull in. Right where you see the sign, Quick Steak and La Quinta. The hotel is right behind it. There is the restaurant right there. Car show is going to be all up front. Regular parking is going to be in the back and around the side. I'm taking an S2000 header right now to get hot tanked. Customer dropped it off, wants us to go through it, so we stripped it down, put it in a hot tank. We're going to leave it there for 24 hours so we can see exactly what's going on. I am doing an ongoing review of this dash cam. It isn't something I usually get involved in, but it is kind of near and dear and close, seeing as Esther just had the accident in her car. I think it's a good idea for everyone to have one of these things. Civic Type R. So everybody has mixed reviews on which one is best, the FK8 or the FL5. I had the FL5. There's a lot of things about it I liked. This, I really wish that it took the styling down a couple of ticks on that and added it to the FL5, because the FL5 was a little bit round and a little bit boring. If it was a daily driver and it didn't have anything else, it'd be fantastic, because it was easy to drive, easy to get in and out of, and it was just soft around the edges. I can realize the lady at the DMV didn't give me my bill-of-sale back. She gave me the title. Okay, they had it. We are all set, so it's always funny to come here. You can tell which of the car guys, they all have end spots. The guy with the Corvette over here. As you see right here, it's a little swirly, it's mainly dirty. Well, we had Superior do the paintwork. I bought a brand new bumper, brand new lip, OEM parts, and a brand new deck and wing, and had those painted to match, and the paintwork is really good. But on certain angles, you'll see it's kind of swirly. They don't do a real good finish. I see there, it's not too bad, so that's the main concerns. The top isn't fantastic, it did get repaired. I'm not gonna replace the top until either it's really bad or I go to sell the car. Because every time I drive it, I drop the top, so I don't really care what the top looks like. These cars don't particularly look very good with the top up. They kind of look a little bit afterthought-ish, especially when you see those spines going across it. So top down is the way to drive these cars. Look out for the people in the green shirts at the event. Green shirts because my sister-in-law is her favorite color, green. We're gonna have LHT on it, and something about the date. Well, we just got word from Royal Palms. They're gonna be donating extra shirts for sale. So if you like the green shirt, if you want it, it's kind of like a, you know, a benefit shirt and a limited edition. If you want it, we're going to be selling them there. I think we're going to have an extra 20 shirts, so look out for that limited edition shirt. And again, all goes to the benefit. These were just dropped off by our good friend Jeff. These are going to be available September 9th. We're going to sell these. We already have one included in the LHT gift basket, so these are going to be for sale. Look at that. These are great pen holders. I have one on my desk. Esther has one, and you can have one too. More LHT Emblem Fixtures, so we're changing material. This is a slightly harder material, and it's orange. It takes a little bit longer to print, but the material is a little bit stronger. These will be in the store by the time you see this video. So one of the things that makes September so special for me is, one, it starts to cool down. It's almost like it's slowly leaving the summer, and it doesn't rain every day. And two, it was always the Nopi Nationals. Nopi Nationals used to be the 20th, 21st of September, and it was something that we all did. I rearranged my wedding around the Nopi Nationals, true story. And over the years, I became pretty good friends with Bobby Evans, which was obviously one of the main people at Nopi, and his was the voice that you used to hear at the Nopi drag associations as well as the Nopi Nationals. In fact, I just spoke to Bobby the other day. We're still friends. So this shows kind of like a Nopi for me. It's always been a big thing. We've always built a car. All of our LHT friends would always build a car, do something to the car. We'd all kind of surprise each other the morning of the meet. We would meet at a McDonald's or a rest stop, and everybody would show up. It kind of reminded me of like a Grand Tour episode. You look at your friend coming up and you go, what has he done? You look around, what have you done? What wheels have you got? You change the exhaust, you change the header, you painted something. And it was a big thing. It was a friendship thing as much as anything. And a car weekend, we used to all get together and drive, which is kind of like what the Dragon trip has been about. Classic Hondas of the Dragon have been doing a trip and a meet up there for 8 years now. We've done our own Dragon trip for probably 5 years, and it's that whole car show, friends, cars, get together, hang out, which is what September 9th is going to be. Not just a benefit, but a get together. Look at this now. You're going to see this on Saturday. This looks absolutely fantastic. It looks so shiny. It looks like it's plastic. It's got that really over shiny look. And I mean, even the tiny swirls that were in it from the back. So I had the trunk and spoiler done there, and it was almost hazy because it had that little bit of swirliness. I knew the color matched, which was really good, but now it's polished. I mean, look at it. It's absolutely money. And red is a really, really tough color to match because the clear is tinted, and it matches absolutely perfect. It looks unbelievable. The problem is, it looks so good. I was telling myself I wouldn't do it, but I gotta have him do this one. He's gonna do this one in about a week and a half. I'm gonna be going over this one soon, putting on the dyno, checking everything. I'm gonna have Nate, Dr. Tunawall, he's gonna come over here. I'm gonna have him plug in. We're gonna go and tune this while we're doing the bass line. We'll get him to plug in and fix it and get it to be as best as it can. It's gonna definitely make power with a tune, so that's coming up. Well, hopefully you're enjoying some of this vlog style video. A lot of stuff going on. We're building a car at the other shop. Esther's running around behind the scenes. She's spent so much time doing stuff on this car meet, car show, raffle, benefit. It makes you realize how much goes on behind the scenes of a show, even just a small show like this, but we're excited. Well, guys, thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Don't forget, enjoy your cars.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how.